What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be showing you how you can stay private on Windows by disabling data collection, telemetry services, as well as other things that are collecting your data. This is going to help reduce background usage and just make sure that you aren't participating in any targeted advertising or anything like that. Now, before I get into it, if you want a OS that does all of this for you automatically, as well as being tuned for performance, you can head to the link in the description. We have free tweaks here, we have a custom OS, and we have guides like the one in this video. Speaking of which, this video is a shortened down version of the guide that's in my Discord. That's going to have all the sources as well as information on everything we're talking about today. So if you want to take a look at that, head to the Discord. But anyway, enough about that. Let's get into the video. So first up, what you're going to do is go into your registry editor. You can just do this by window searching it. We're going to be going to HK local machine. We're going to be going to software, policies, Microsoft, Windows, and then data collection. Now, most of you will not have this like D word here by default. I'll delete it so I can show you how you add one. We're just going to be clicking right click, new, D word, and then you're going to do allow telemetry. And you have to spell it exactly like I did. Now we are going to put the value to 1, unless if you're on a enterprise, education, or server edition, because otherwise this will get forced to 1 no matter what. Next up, we have some of the services that we have to do. So we're going to be going into the system path, current control set, services, and then we have the diag tracks one first. So just put start to 4, and then you're going to be putting DWM app push service start 4. And then that is it for the registry editor for now. We'll come back to it in a minute. We're going to be looking at the task scheduler next. So the task scheduler, you can again Windows search it to open it, but we're going to be going to the library, Microsoft, Windows, and then the application experience path. Now in my document, some of the ones that I have in the document are not here, and vice versa, so this could be different for you. But what I recommend you doing, you could disable like startup tasks. So there's one that's also called startup app scan. That's completely safe to disable, just like that. And then the other one that I would disable is stuff like this. You can see it says collects program telemetry information. So pretty much anything that's just collecting telemetry, it'll just tell you right here in the description, and you can just go ahead and disable it. Now that we are done with that, let's go back to the registry editor. So we have another path we need to go to in software. So we're going to go to software, Microsoft, and then we're going to be going all the way down to Windows, then current version. And here you have advertising info. So we're going to be doing this enabled to 0. And this is going to be disabling Windows from generating or using the advertising ID. This will also help make sure that, no data gets collected. And then we have another path. So we have the HK current user, and then we have software, policies, Microsoft, Windows, and then here we have cloud content. So cloud content, this is going to be kind of a big one to type out. So it's disable tailor experiences with diagnostic. I'm struggling over here, guys. Diagnostic data. It's a long D word, I know. I'm sorry, guys. If you want it to be easier, just join the Discord so you get that reg file. But we're going to be setting this to 1 as well. This is the stuff that uses diagnostic data to feed your recommendations and promos. And then we have some activity history. So this is going to be back in the local machine path. This time it's going to be in software, the policies tab, Microsoft, Windows, and then system. So here there is a few D words that you can do. We have enable activity feed. and we can just keep that at 0. And then we have the publish user activities, and then we have upload user activities. Alright, now that we have all those set to 0, these will all be disabled. And then we have some speak, ink, and typing stuff we can also do. So it should be in the same path. If you don't have it, you can always create the path, but it will be back in just Microsoft, and then input personalization. So we can do new key, input personalization, and then here we have the allow input personalization, and we can put that as 0 as well, and then it is completely good to go. Now, I'm sorry that this has been such a struggle, but we are almost done. So the last thing we have is the hard block on the location services. So if you just go back to the software policy, Microsoft Windows, and then we have this other path here, it should be location services somewhere in here. And again, if we don't have it by default, we can always create it. We're going to go ahead and create another key here, and then this is going to be location and sensors, just like that. And then we have the D word, disable location. And now that that is all good, we can just set it to 1. And the last thing I'm going to show is in this path as well. It's going to be another key, and we just have Windows space search, and here you're going to do allow Cortana. That can be at 0. We're going to have the disable web search. This is going to be at 1. And then we have the connected search use web. This can be 0 as well. Now that we have gotten through all that, I'm sorry if it was a little bit of a struggle to type all that out for any of you, but we have disabled the telemetry down to just the required. We have disabled diag track and push message routing service, which connects user experiences in telemetry. We have disabled telemetry tasks in the task scheduler, advertising info, ink and personalization, and search optimizations for basically how they personalize your Windows search. Now, if you want to look into more services to disable, you can always head to the guide in the link below. But this is going to be a pretty good start for getting your Windows completely data collection free. There still may be some other apps that do it on their own without Windows services, so you need to look out for that, obviously. But as far as Windows goes, this is basically everything off besides auto logging, which takes a little bit more to get into. But that's mainly just data collection that's local and not actually transmitting to Microsoft. So all this data that we are collecting now is pretty much staying locally on the device for troubleshooting, if there is any left. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video today. I'm sorry if it was a little bit struggle. I know I keep saying it to apply all the registries. I wanted to do a video where we went into the raw registry to kind of show you guys how you add keys and whatnot so that you can optimize your own registry based on Microsoft documentation. So this whole guide is pretty much based on Microsoft Learn. That is the best place to learn tweaking, in my opinion. It's a great start to just learn Windows. So if you ever are wanting to read some documentation, head there or any of the guides in Lumen, and we would love to help you get started tweaking with that and make more videos and guides like this. But anyway, I think I've let this video go on a little too long, but I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy the tweaks that are in this video. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like, it helps support me a lot. Head to discord.gg/lumen, and I'll see you guys all later. Peace out.